I will say this, going to the first one here, many people have not liked the pork cast finish. I had a couple people, like, we messaged each other like, I need to get rid of it because this is awful. They bought it overseas at the duty free, and
Yo.
Alright, welcome to SF Whiskey Guide. This is our second Kavalan video, and we've got some interesting stuff here. Last video we focused more like on the ones that were had a lot of fanfare around their name, and on the bar top we have something a little bit more unique. First one up here is an SMWS bottle, but is a single cask from Kavalan. So this is 139.5 Midnight Espresso, and if you can see there, the cask finishing is a first fill barrique, a port. So that's gonna be the first one. Next one up that we have here is the Fino sherry. I suppose that's not terribly far away from the core lineup there. Fino sherry, that's the cask denomination, cask strength coming in at 55.6. Third one on the bar top here we have is going to be a rum cask finish. This is selected by the Whiskey Exchange, so TWE usually on the whiskey based stuff. And as for the ABV, it's really not coming through there on the white labeling. But the ABV is listed as 57.1. And the fourth one on the bar top here is going to be the Kavalan. This is going to be an Amontillado sherry, also coming in at about 57.1%. And this bottle has been well loved. So in any case here, we got that lineup 1 through 4. And I will say this, going to the first one here, many people have not liked the pork cast finish. Well, thank goodness we have internet. We can kind of do a little bit more research compared to 10 years ago.
So what was the reason why most people don't like the pork cast finish one?
The pork cast finish is part of their core lineup, I think, and it's at a lower ABV typically. It's not like one of the cask strength ones. So I haven't seen a Solist pork cast finish. I don't think those have been present. So that might be one detracting factor. And for those who haven't heard of SMWS, they're independent bottler. Similar to how Barrel would be a independent bottler, I guess, in the American bourbon culture. They seek out distilleries with juices and purchase a cask that they tried out and it's exceptional. So it kind of be like the equivalent of the single barrel picks that some people, the whiskey tube influencers and everything, they found a really cool barrel.
Caramel, almost it's really sweet, that's for sure.
It's the topping on top of a creme brulee.
Yeah.
Oh, like the crystallized sugar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to love on that nose. Sugars. I'm not getting a punch of ethanol that we kind of got sometimes on the other soloists.
That's true. This is more sweeter. Alright.
The notes on here are actually really accurate.
It's not as sweet as that other would be though. It's supposed to be a lot sweeter.
No, it has a little bit of that sour note, I feel, to temper it, which is really nice.
It's dark and savory. It says they had a mushroom fattiness, and I do agree with that. But there's a complex savory umaminess to it,
That's good.
Ooh,
It's got that spice in the mid palate too. It kind of stays on the tongue.
Yeah.
Let's go to number 2. So I'm excited. I haven't had much time to explore this one, so I'm excited to see what your thoughts are going to be. This is a sherry, but it's a Fino sherry, as opposed to the Manzanilla and Amontillado. I think Fino is a little bit, it's not as sweet as a PX, but it's very, very sweet, I think. Oh, what kind of a nut though? It's not peanut, it's a hazelnut. Maybe a hazelnut, yeah. Yeah, some kind of but that's a really nice nice, rich, nutty nose. Okay, yeah. Now that you put hazelnut in my mind, I'm thinking Nutella.
It's that Nutella.
The
like,
power
yeah.
of suggestion.
It's that sweetness comes through too. So this one.
Oh wow, you are right, hazelnut.
Yeah.
I'm liking that nose a lot.
Rum cask.
Ah,
These are all at a similar ABV, 57, 55s, you know? Alright, let's go in. Mmm.
This hits a lot harder than the nose does actually. I like this. I like the taste of this. Sweet.
wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot to explore on the palate.
Oh wow. Oh, and it just keeps evolving.
Like I can't think of too like a pineapple upside down cake, you know?
Yes. Yes.
You know?
Yes, I think you're accurate there.
It's like not overly sweet, but it's like that hint of sweetness with pineapple.
Yeah. There's like a pine on the nose. Now I'm getting pineapple.
Yeah.
Power suggestion. I don't know.
There is a hair bit of tartness as well. That just balances out so perfectly.
Yeah. Like the nose to me, it was like a little on a lighter side, but as soon as I drank it, I'm like, oh wow, it hits me so much harder.
I'm really liking this a lot. Wow. Wow, 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 wow,
This is
wow.
actually really good. I'm surprised at how much I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typically,
I
I'm
wasn't
not the biggest fan of rum cask.
Yeah. Me neither.
Okay, guess what I paid for that?
300.
$100.
What?
The whiskey exchange, yeah.
Really?
Like that was the converted pricing. How much is it for today?
Oh, it's so nice as it opens.
Yeah. Does it develop more?
It just becomes more elegant. It doesn't have that. It's still strong, but
I think elegance could work compared to like first two.
yeah.
The first two are just like really like it hits you there, right? Kind of stays. This one just like it's like floats a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
It's more delicate.
So this is a single cask by the Whiskey Exchange. So if you wanted to get a single cask rum cask soloist, there is available, but it's $500. It's $500, and then yeah. Pro tip: the triple sherry cask have not heard good reviews about, and lo and behold, they're trying to sell those things off for $200 a bottle.
But people
So-
love the colors of it though.
It is a pretty bottle.
People love
Yeah.
the
You know,
yeah.
the triple sherry cask is very, very, peacocky.
But the more flamboyant something gets, typically the worse the liquid gets.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, what comes to mind? What's that one, the Baccarat or
The
whatever?
Woodford or Baccarat?
Woodford Baccarat.
That's a 91 for me.
Now at this point, I might, I'm gonna agree with you on that. Let's
Okay.
launch to that. Launch to that.
It's an 89-ish for me on this one.
Alright. You are our market correction.
I mean, we always need a market correction, right?
I mean, I gotta go to the route, you know.
I love that. Alright, number 4. This is your bottle, man. This is your bottle.
Let's drive 3 of them.
See,
This is your bottle.
this one has that funk that you were talking about, right?
There is some funk to this,
This
but
is
I don't
funk.
mind that.
like
I don't mind that.
Yeah. So on the first one you said there's some mushroom. I didn't really get that, but this is the like mushroomy funk that I
Oh,
want.
Yeah.
this is like portobello.
Portobello, yeah.
Portobello?
Not even that. It's just like a.
No, a little bit of shiitake.
Shiitake, yeah, that's what it is.
yeah,
Shiitake.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it kind of not in like it goes down in more earthy soil. Like it just it dips into shiitake but gets into sweet very quickly. You know,
Yes.
so it goes from like shiitake to nuts and then sweets.
It's like when you have those dry shiitakes and you put it in the broth, right? It's all in the
Yeah.
packet.
Oh, that's nice. That is.
This
nice.
is definitely dry shiitake, not a fresh shiitake.
Yeah.
A fresh shiitake doesn't have this note.
Yeah. This concentrated shiitake.
Yeah, this is a sherry that I'm like tends to be leaning towards usually.
You've had a couple bottles, so like talk to us. Like, do you think the nose there's a lot of single cask differences on the nose?
It's massively different than mine, and it is better.
Wow.
I actually remember the Amontillado needing water, so
Yeah. Let's taste it. Let's taste it now.
I'm gonna try it as is first, yeah.
I'll just put it over.
That is nice still. That is nice nice.
These just
But that
so
gets hot.
different. Gets hot, yeah.
It does.
I'm saying like after drinking this rum finished one, right? Very on the opposite end of the scale for me.
Which I think I like, the fact that it's so different, you can pick out a little bit. It's easier, Yeah. Were you there when we had Yue and we did the Kavalans and everything?
No, I wasn't there.
But you were there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Did we get to the rum?
I don't remember.
I don't think so. We didn't get to the rum. We didn't bring that out, I think.
Because we had to pivot to Omar.
Yeah,
I remember that.
We didn't get a chance to get to the rum one, so that one hasn't been explored. Like neither of these two have explored too much. Man, I might have to bring Albert back here and like redo that.
Yeah.
Haven't tried these up against his Golden Gate and PX, and
Yes.
see like where does it stand?
The water just really like mellows it out.
Yeah. I've noticed with every single Amontillado one that I've owned, you do need to add water.
Yeah. Let's go back to that first one. Let's see that sweetness comes out so much more.
Oh wow.
I will say this. And that one was great, but that ain't no entry level whiskey drinkers, thing. I would give them something balanced and like, very smooth. And like if you want to try to explore stuff, I'll bring that bottle out. It got some highs and lows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's why like, a seasoned whiskey drinker might want to go to that one and say like, that showed me something new, interesting,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like in 2022, this blew my mind. The 2018 bottling.
And when you're young and everything's new, it kind of does that. Like your first time you go to a Makase Sushi and you like say, oh, that Altor is great. And they go, you're like, your 100th one's like, I'm done with the Altor. Give me like a really nice, well done, like Akame, that's been like, aged well. It's got some knife cuts, Pro tip, if you're in Las Vegas, go to Kabuto and order their Akame. That's been like masterfully aged and cut, So pro tip for that. All right, let's do a final kind of a figure. Like out of all these four, what's your favorite?
I would say
I'm gonna go back to number 2 actually. Oh,
they're just all so good.
re-smell that number 2
yeah.
for a second.
The smell just come
Oh,
out.
just with the pancakes. I want the pancakes.
It's like syrups almost.
Honestly, they're
Oh my God.
I would want all of them in my bar.
But you can only choose one.
If I could.
No, that's mean.
I know.
No. On the nose, retasting all the nose, the Fino does it for me on the nose.
Yeah.
Okay? That just bloomed into something that's very silky and luxurious, That the number 4 is excellent, but this one still is like powerful on the nose. Purely on the nose.
I feel like number 2 is too simple on the palate relative to the nose. Like it's very, very good, well executed.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
I prefer my top nose would be number 1 still.
Okay.
Number 1 would be my top nose.
All right. So we got good noses on the first 2. Where does the palate end off at?
That's a tough one.
Oh.
A part of me kind of gravitates towards this one sometimes because like it's just so refined compared to the other ones, right? It's so delicate, which I really like.
I would say this ekes it out by only a fraction of a millimeter.
It's just so unique compared to like all 4 is really delicious, but this is the most unique one that just like you don't expect it to be.
I'm tied, palate wise, between these 2.
Yeah.
I'm tied. I'm triple tied. This one, the palate doesn't stay, but these 3, I think it's a tie.
Yeah.
Depending upon like super balanced, super unique, just like unique, but also in a different way. Like, it just.
This is so delicious. I do like this one a lot.
So, in terms of attainability, this is the most attainable because of availability. It's around at some total.
That is true.
However, is it worth the $500 to $600 that we can find it for? Would you pay that much?
This one you can't get. This is auction. There's only been 60 bottles that were released to the U.S.
Because this is the most realistic one.
I think this one, I saw this at Traeger's.
Oh,
Okay. So this one was available, like, you go to a fine wine supermarket place, you might find something like that, out in the wild.
I mean, it's good. I don't know if I'll pay that price for it.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
I've never paid more than $200 for it.
But I am jealous that you got this one for $100. this one.
All right, it's been fun.
This is fun. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and exit out. Cheers.
Cheers,
guys.
Sanj.